You. What?
Wow. Thank you. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Ta-da!
With a little magic from Elsa, I will make an amazing miniature house from cardboard, colored paper, and recycled other items.
Hey, Elsa, are you thirsty? I'll bring you mineral water.
Thank you, Olaf! More refresh now. Now I will recycle this plastic cup too. Paint it white. Then decorate with sparkling chain around. So it becomes a great bathtub.
Ta-da!
Blue emulsion paper for bathroom walls. This is the cap of an old shampoo bottle. Now I'm going to turn it into a shower. With white straw.
Wow.
Great!
I have this really cool one,
Oh.
Elsa.
Just what I needed. Olaf!
Yes, that's it.
A slime bathtub. It's so amazing, isn't it? Don't rush to throw away the old milk carton. Let's turn it into something better. Like this. That's shampoo. And soap. Add a 4-tier shelf to store things. A straightener, some skincare bottles, and towels too. Little decorative flower vase above. Do you think you can't do anything with empty plastic bottles? I will make a mini sink from it. Add a few drawers. Pretty good, right? And can make toilets too.
Good job!
Looks great, right? You can do it too, try it. It's not done yet? That's only half of my lovely project. Now continue with the cardboard to complete it. Can you guess what I'm doing? Put some cotton inside, then wrap it with a soft cloth outside. That's a bed mattress. A blanket too. And even cute little pillows. Decorate a little more. An elegant bed fit for a queen. So wonderful. And next, make a great sofa that can relax in free time. Handrails on both sides. Cushion seat. And decorate with sparkling chain border around.
Excellent!
You know, princesses need to be beautiful anytime, anywhere. So a dressing table will be very necessary. I will make one now. A lipstick and bottles of fragrant perfume. Bottle caps can also be used as seats. Just decorate a little to your taste. Looks pretty cute, right?
Wow, that's amazing.
Now let's complete half of my project. I do love it.
Hi everyone, I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs.
And finally put them together.
Hi everyone.
Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I make bathroom and bedroom for me. Just kidding, I make it for my friend, Olaf. Do you like it? I hope you like it too. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for my channel. See ya!
Wow!
Now take a look around the house. And let me know what you think by leaving a comment below.
I don't like this house. This one is perfect. These are for the first floor. And this is second floor. Let's do it. La, 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 la.
You guys will stay in here. Wow! Huh? Are you okay, bad hamster? You will stay in here. It's so hot. This is better. Where is my hamster? That is not a good house. Let's build a modern hamster house together. We can recycle the cardboard from old boxes and give them a new look. I'll use a pink color scheme for this house. Now let's put the remaining pieces together.
Wow!
First, let's make a sofa. Cover the sofa frame with pink velvet fabric, trimming off any excess. Cut 3 smaller pieces of pink velvet fabric for the seat cushions and glue them in place. Wow! Glue a larger piece of pink velvet fabric onto the back of the sofa for the back cushion. Use pink ribbon with blue trim to decorate the edges of the sofa. Huh? Cut 4 short sections of drinking straws to make the sofa legs and glue them to the base. Cut 2 small rectangular pieces of velvet fabric, fold them in half, and sew 3 sides to create the backrest cushions. Stuff the cushions with cotton wool and sew up the last side. Glue the backrest cushions to the appropriate spots on the back of the sofa. Next, coffee table. Glue a piece of oval cardboard onto the lid of a plastic bottle. Use rhinestone trim to decorate the edge of the table. This is how to make a plant. Use blue nail polish to paint vertical stripes on the drinking straw. Use paper clips to attach 3 yellow flowers with red centers to the straw. The third thing we do is a bookshelf. Glue together 4 pieces of rectangular cardboard to form the bookshelf frame. Cover the bookshelf frame with green dot pattern paper, trimming off any excess. Glue 3 shorter pieces of cardboard in place to create the shelves. It's time to make a telephone. Glue together 2 pieces of rectangular cardboard, then create a pyramid shape by gluing another piece of cardboard on top. Use yellow nail polish to paint the pyramid, then use white paper to create a dial shape. Use glue to attach 2 small, semicircle pieces of cardboard on both sides. Use yellow nail polish to paint the 2 semicircle pieces of cardboard. Use paper clips to secure the pre-made phone wire, made with wire to the phone. Cut 6 small rectangular pieces of pink paper to make book covers. Glue 6 smaller pieces of white paper inside each book cover to create pages. Glue stickers onto the book covers. Hamster love you. Remember to like and subscribe my channel. Take a piece of purple polymer clay and shape it into a flat circle. Use a rolling pin to flatten the purple clay circle until it's about 1/4 inch thick. Use a small, round cutter to cut out a circle in the center of the purple clay. This will be the base of the rug. Use a decorative tool, like a grid-shaped mold, to press a pattern into the purple clay. The grid pattern looks like a quilted design. Use a tool, like a sharp edge or a small knife, to make the border nice and smooth. Take a piece of white polymer clay and shape it into a round blob. Pinch a tiny bit of white polymer clay and roll it into a small, thin cylinder. flatten one end slightly to form the ear shape. Carefully press the ear onto the top of the white clay base, making sure it's well attached. Once the slipper is cool, use a red marker to draw on the details. We need stairway. Glue together 3 pieces of cardboard to make the stairway thick. Glue pink glitter paper over the top cardboard piece, trimming off any excess. Cover the cardboard tabletop with a pink and white checkered paper. You'll want to cut the paper a bit larger than the cardboard and then carefully glue it onto the tabletop, making sure the edges are neat. Take a piece of white cardstock or paper and draw a basic chair shape. The shape should look a bit like a capital H with a curve on top. Carefully cut out the chair shape along the lines you drew. This will be the seat. Glue a small piece of pink fuzzy fabric to the top of the seat for added comfort. Add decorative details to the chair legs using markers or paint. Now let's make a bed. Glue a piece of cardboard and glue a purple paper to make the base. Cut out a shape on the second cardboard to make the headboard. Glue another piece of cardboard and then glue a purple paper. Glue a piece of pink fuzzy fabric and then decorate it with some lace and sequins to make a mattress. Glue a red fuzzy fabric and then decorate it with some lace and sequins to make a blanket. Let's add a lamp and some decorative items. We need to make a pond. Put white stones and plants into a clear rectangular box. Add water and then put some fishes into the pond. Add some decorations on the wall. Look, he's playing.
How do you like that? Next episode is more exciting.
Where are you rested?
Wow!
Today, I decided to make a cute little dollhouse for my new kitten. And we have a cylindrical fish tank. This book is so cool.
Huh?
Oh no! First, I needed a sturdy house frame. On top of each piece, I cut a soft curve like a window so that my kitten could look out at the world outside. I took a thinner piece of cardboard, cut it into a rectangle, then glued a layer of pink pastel pattern paper onto the cardboard. The dollhouse began to take shape. Now, I wanted to add a staircase leading up to the second floor. I took a number of thin cardboard pieces, each cut into a rectangle, then glued differently colored pattern paper onto each piece. Creating a colorful staircase: pink, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Now it's time to make a mini kitchen for my kitten. I took a piece of thick cardboard and used a ruler and pencil to draw a rectangle with a width of 6 centimeters and a length of 10 centimeters. I glued pink patterned paper onto each cardboard, then cut 2 small circles, glued white paper onto it, and placed it in the middle of each cabinet door. I used glue to attach the 2 cabinet doors to the front of the rectangular cardboard. To complete the mini kitchen, I needed to make a cute little faucet. I cut a piece of small plastic tubing, then used a utility knife to cut a portion of the tubing to create a T shape. I took white paint, painted it on the entire plastic tube, then waited for the paint to dry. I used glue to attach a small metal circle to the top of the plastic tube and a pink bead on top. I used pliers to cut a piece of thin metal wire, then bend it into a circle, creating a mini gas stove. I glued 2 small circles of aluminum foil onto the gas stove to make 2 burner flames. The mini kitchen is complete. The dollhouse began to come to life. Now, I will make a mini dining table for my kitten. I took a thin piece of cardboard, used a pencil to draw a circle with a diameter of 2 centimeters, then cut it out with scissors. I used glue to attach the tabletop to the base of the table. I took an old plastic bottle cap, used glue to attach a layer of white pattern paper with a small square pattern to the bottle cap. To add warmth to the house, I will make a cute little chair for my kitten. I took some pink modeling clay, shaped it into a small rectangle, then pressed it into the middle of the circle. I used a sharp stick to gently press into the modeling clay to create small grooves, giving the feeling of a real cushion. I used glue to attach these two cardboard pieces to the bottom of the circle, creating legs for the chair. I made another chair, placed it next to the mini dining table, and my dollhouse was almost complete. I took a piece of thick cardboard, cut it out according to the pattern to make the body of the piano. After that, I took a thin piece of white foam board and cut it into 4 small rectangles. These will be the pieces that make up the sides of the piano. Then, I found a sheet of paper printed with the inside of a piano. I glued it to the body of the piano to make the inside of the piano. I glued 4 sets of 3 white beads, which were recycled from the necklace. Each set of 3 beads will be 1 piano leg. I took a cotton swab, used a utility knife to cut off the cotton, leaving the stick part. I used glue to attach the top of the piano to the cotton swab stand, creating a lid that can be opened and closed. Then, I took a piece of pink felt and used glue to cover the top of the sofa frame. I took a thin piece of cardboard, separated it in half and bent it. I lined it with cotton and covered it with pink felt. I used glue to attach this piece of cardboard to the front of the sofa frame to make the sofa back. I used silver thread to sew parallel lines along the length of the sofa frame, creating small creases like the edges of a real sofa. I took a white bead, then used glue to attach it to the bottom to make the sofa legs. Then, I took a thin piece of pink felt, cut it into 3 small rectangles, then used glue to attach them to the front of the sofa frame to make the sofa cushions. I found small white flowers and used glue to attach them to the sofa cushions. We'll start by assembling these pieces of Formex, like this. Next, we'll make a little dish of apples to set on top. Then, I took a piece of pink felt and used glue to cover the top of the bed frame. I used a needle and thread to sew along the length of the bed frame, creating small sections. I glued it all around the mattress part of the bed. I decorated it with a pink ribbon and a blue bow. There are also blue beads around the edge of the bed. I already cut these cardboard pieces into the shapes we need. I'm going to cover them with white paper to make them look nice. This blue foam is going to be used to make a drawer. I took a piece of yellow paper. I've cut it long and folded it like this to create the lampshade. Finally, I recycled buttons to make the lamp base. I glued beads together to make the lamp body.
A few minutes later.
Wow! prepared all the materials: cardboard, colored paper, glue, scissors, ruler, and some other decorative materials. The first step was to make the frame for the mini restaurant. I carefully cut the cardboard into equal length strips, then used glue to connect them, forming a rectangular box. Once it dried, I used yellow, blue, and red colored paper to cover the exterior, creating a simple yet colorful house frame. Skillfully cut small rectangles on white colored paper and glued them to the frame, forming pretty window panes. Next, I created the counter where the delicacies would be made. I chose a thick cardboard, cut it into a rectangle, and glued white colored paper onto the surface, creating a shiny counter. Then, I used scissors to cut a small rectangle on the counter surface, creating a cute little hole. I used glue to attach a small black paper piece to the front, creating an accent for the counter. Ooh! I couldn't have a sink without a cute faucet. I carefully applied glue to a piece of white paper and attached a red drinking straw faucet to the top, creating a very cute faucet. I chose pictures that were truly appealing, creating the urge to eat McDonald's food right away. Now, it was time for the soda fountain. I chose a small cardboard box, cut it into a rectangle, and glued silver paper to the surface, creating a modern soda fountain. I used glue to attach miniature images of famous soda brands like Coca-Cola, Sprite, and Fanta to the soda fountain. Next, I created miniature soda bottles. I cut the plastic drinking straws into equal short sections. Then, I used glue to attach red, green, and orange colored paper pieces to these straw sections, creating miniature soda bottles with vibrant colors. To complete the soda fountain, I glued blue fake gemstones to the base of the machine, adding a touch of elegance to the miniature soda fountain. I was excited to make the miniature food for my restaurant. The first item on the menu was a miniature burger. I began by carefully rolling out a small ball of yellow clay, representing the bun. I used a tool with a rounded end to make crisscross markings on the surface of the patty, creating the look of grill marks. Then, I cut out a small square of yellow clay, representing cheese, and placed it on top of the bun. Using a tool with a rounded end, I pressed 5 small white clay dots onto the top of the bun, creating the sesame seeds. With the burger done, I turned my attention to the miniature French fries. Continuing the journey of making the mini restaurant, I began crafting the customer chairs and table. I used a small cardboard piece, cut it into a rectangle, and glued red paper to the surface, creating the tabletop. To make the legs, I used glue to attach tiny metal rings to the bottom of the tabletop, creating sturdy table legs. I used a yellow paint pen to draw the M beautifully. To make the McDonald's model more interesting, I decided to make 2 small chairs. Finally, I glued a small piece of yellow felt to the seat of the chair, creating the cushion. I then glued a piece of yellow glittery paper to the top of the cardboard square. This represented the years of the McDonald's chair. Then, I carefully glued a small white cardboard U shape to the bottom of the chair, creating the back of the chair. To make the mini restaurant more lively, I couldn't leave out tiny decorations. I used clay to create a red ketchup bottle with a tiny metal ring attached to the cap. I placed the ketchup bottle and the Coca-Cola bottle on the small table, along with a small tray covered in black paper, creating a unique condiment space. I placed my mini restaurant on a large cardboard piece covered in green paper, creating a lush green lawn where the cute cartoon characters can play. I chose two cartoon characters, SpongeBob and Patrick Star, placed them in the restaurant window, creating a humorous scene. The next step was making the roof, and I decided to add the McDonald's logo for an extra touch of authenticity. I then took a piece of red paper with a pattern that resembled roof tiles and glued it to the roof, covering the entire surface. Next, I took a piece of cardboard and used scissors to cut out a rectangular shape. Lastly, I took a piece of blue paper with a striped pattern and glued it to a piece of cardboard, creating the lower part of the McDonald's logo. I glued the blue strip to the roof, and then I placed the M piece on top of the blue strip, creating a complete McDonald's logo on the roof. With the restaurant frame and decorations done, I turned my attention to creating some tasty treats for my mini customers. I took a small ball of yellow clay and rolled it into a disc, creating the bottom bun. Next, I took a small ball of green clay and rolled it into a thin disc. I pressed this disc onto the yellow bun, making the lettuce layer. Then, I took a small ball of brown clay and rolled it into a flat rectangle, representing the burger patty. I pressed 5 small white clay dots onto the top of the bun, representing sesame seeds. It looked so delicious and realistic, I almost wanted to take a bite. It was the perfect size for my mini restaurant. I then used glue to attach the cardboard rectangle to a piece of light blue paper. Next, I needed to create the texture of the wall. The light blue color and the striped texture gave it a very eye-catching look. My mini McDonald's was getting closer to being finished. I'm overjoyed and proud of my mini McDonald's restaurant.
Goodness!
Wow. Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order, please?
A few minutes later.
Ooh! I just received this box. Let's open it to see what is inside. Are you ready?
Wow!
Smells so good. Huh?
Wow!
That's a McDonald clown costume. It fit me. I love it.
Wow!
Today, I'm going to make a cute little house from cardboard. I've prepared all the tools: cardboard, scissors, ruler, pencil, glue, colored paper, and some other cute little decorative items. I'm excited to get started. To make the house more lively, I decided to decorate the walls with colored paper. I used glue to stick the colored paper onto the cardboard, creating 4 walls with vibrant and eye-catching colors. I chose red for the wall with the window. Glue the 4 pieces of cardboard together to form the 4 sides of the counter. Each side is a piece. Cut the red colored paper into a small rectangle to fit the counter surface. Glue it to the remaining empty cardboard part of the counter. Stick white colored paper with a checkered pattern onto the countertop to form the countertop.
Wow!
Attach accessories such as food and drink images to the counter to complete. Glue the black colored paper with a marble pattern onto the smaller piece of cardboard. Glue the silver colored paper with a diamond pattern onto the larger piece of cardboard. Connect the 2 pieces of cardboard vertically to create 2 sides of the machine. The side with the marble pattern is the side, and the side with the diamond pattern is the front. Glue the 3 fake soda cans into the corresponding positions of the 3 soda logos on the cardboard.
Wow!
Glue the 4 pieces of Formex together to form a small rectangular box. Mold the yellow modeling clay into 2 small circles. Mold the green modeling clay into 2 circles smaller than the meat, making the lettuce. Mold the brown modeling clay into a circle to make the meat. Tomato is the red modeling clay shaped into a circle smaller than the lettuce. Stack the bun, meat, lettuce, sauce, lettuce, bun layers.
No.
Yeah! Roll out the red modeling clay into a flat sheet and cut it into a rectangle. Place the yellow McDonald's logo modeling clay on top and smooth it out. Create texture for the rug. The edge of the rug is made with a strip of white modeling clay. Press the edge flat. Glue the black colored paper onto the entire surface of the cardboard frame. Glue the piece of paper with the menu of the store printed on it inside the cardboard frame. Stack the 6 pieces of cardboard that have been glued with colored paper together in order from largest to smallest, creating stairs. Glue the 4 sides of each piece of cardboard together, creating 2 small rectangular boxes. Glue yellow colored paper onto the 2 bottom sides of the 2 rectangular boxes, creating the sofa legs. Cut the red and white checkered fabric into a piece that fits the surface of the sofa. Glue the store logo made from modeling clay onto the cushion of the sofa. Glue the red colored paper onto the cut cardboard. Cut 4 small U-shaped pieces of Formex. Glue the 4 pieces of Formex to the 4 bottom corners of the cardboard, creating table legs. Ooh! Cut off the top of the white plastic bottle cap, leaving only the body. Glue the body of the plastic bottle cap to the center of the round piece of cardboard, creating the chair legs. Cut the red and white checkered fabric into a piece that fits the chair seat. Glue the store logo made from foam glitter onto the back of the chair. Ooh! Cut the green colored paper into many thin long strips, then bevel one end of each strip. Roll the paper into a small circle, then spread the beveled end to create the tree canopy. Make more canopies like this. Insert the canopies into a small wooden stick to make the trunk of the tree. Glue the 4 pieces of Formex together, creating a small rectangular box. Mold the brown modeling clay into a small circle, which fits the bottom of the pot. Mold the green modeling clay into a round cylinder, then gently squeeze the top of the cylinder to create the opening of the pot. Insert the molded flowers into the modeling clay inside the pot, creating a flower pot. Mold the yellow modeling clay into thin long bars, creating the shape of French fries. Fold the 4 pieces of cardboard into a rectangle. The 2 short sides are the 2 sides. The 2 long sides are the 2 bottoms. Thus, you can make a cute little TV stand from cardboard and colored paper.
Wow!
With the cardboard strips we've separated, roll them tightly. Once they become a large, round mass, wrap them in black paper. Glue the pink paper onto a round piece of cardboard. Place a piece of white paper in the middle. Combine the 2 parts together to create the round table. Take a piece of cardboard and cover it with pink glitter foam. Attach the backrest and 2 armrests. Look at the cute little house I just finished, my heart filled with joy. The simple pieces of cardboard have been transformed into a small house full of color and whimsy. I will display this little house in my study corner, letting it be a source of motivation for me in my studies and life.
What is happening?
Help! Someone please help us.
Today, I'll rescue a school of fish and make a new house for them. Let's see how I can
Wow!
do it. Huh?
Hey!
I will make a house with fish tanks. You'll need to decide how big you want your dollhouse to be. Measure and cut pieces of cardboard to form the walls of the base. Glue on your chosen decorative paper to cover the walls and base of the house. This will help to give your house a more finished look. Create the cabinet. Cut out 4 pieces of cardboard using a ruler and utility knife. Glue the pieces together to form a rectangular box. Glue in a piece of cardboard to create a shelf inside the box. Glue on decorative paper to make the cabinet look pink. Cut out a square and glue it onto a cardboard frame and glue that to the front of the cabinet to create a window. Glue on a silver trim around the window. Cut and glue 2 small cardboard pieces to the sides to create drawers.
Ooh!
Glue on gold tape and 2 gold handles to finish the cabinet. Do you believe I can turn this into meat? This is our beef. We also have cabbage, carrot, turnip, and pickle. Create a kitchen counter. Glue 4 pieces of cardboard together to make a rectangular base. Cut out a handle with gold wire and glue it to the box. Cut out a piece of cardboard and glue it to the top to create a countertop. Glue on decorative paper to create a marble countertop. Create the stove. Cut a piece of clear plastic and glue it to 2 small pieces of cardboard to create a base. Cut out 2 circles from the clear plastic. Sand the edges of the circles to make them smooth. Glue black glitter paper onto each circle. Cut and bend wire to create burner rings. Glue the burner rings to the circles. Use a small ball of blue polymer clay as the base for the flower pot. Carefully place the fake flowers into the indentation on top of the clay pot, using tweezers for precision. Making the bed. Cut out to rectangular pieces of cardboard and to rectangular pieces of cardboard with curved edges. Glue pink decorative paper with stripes onto one rectangular piece of cardboard. Cut out a piece of pink fabric to fit the bed frame and glue it to the bottom of the bed. Glue a piece of blue fabric on top of the pink fabric. Glue a piece of pink ribbon with hearts onto the blue fabric. Cut out to rectangular pieces of white cardboard. Use a rolling pin to flatten out a piece of pink polymer clay. Place a pink plastic mold with a diamond pattern onto the clay and press down firmly. These will be the headboard and footboard. Glue gold trim around the headboard. Cut out 2 squares of yellow felt. Glue a small pink bow onto each pillow. Glue yellow decorative paper with a wood pattern onto the rectangular piece of cardboard that the table legs are attached to. Attach 4 table legs to the piece of cardboard that's been covered with yellow decorative paper with a wood pattern to make the table.